All right, John, a bold new law in a New Jersey suburb igniting debate among parents. This is the Gloucester Township now says parents can be held accountable for their kids' unruly public behavior. And under the new law could face up to 90 days in prison and or a $2,000 fine. Some parents quoted in the New York Post, though, call the move a, quote, very dangerous precedent, with another calling it an extreme response. Let's bring in David Mayer, the mayor of Gloucester Township, New Jersey. Thank you so much, sir. So I don't know. I tried to think about this. I don't know exactly where I fall in it, but tell us your thoughts.
Sure. First, thank you for having me. This Parents and Minor Responsibility Act is all about responsibility. Parents must be responsible for their children. That's what parenting is all about. And so we enacted this ordinance because we had an incident similar to some of the incidences that you showed earlier. That we had a group of unruly juveniles, over 200, that spontaneously showed up at our Gloucester Township Day festivity. It's like a carnival. For 40 years we've had this. No problems at all. All of a sudden we have over 200 juveniles, unparented juveniles, by the way, show up not to participate in the festivities, but to cause destruction and disruption and violence. I know they were unparented because they all used a ride share to get there. And so we had to wait for them to get rides home. No parent was there. It's time that we hold parents responsible.
So here's Mr. Mayor, it's John Roberts here. What the ordinance says in part, quote, it says, this ordinance holds parents, legal guardians, or anyone responsible for a minor accountable for public disturbances caused by the child. It was introduced in response to those incidents that you talk about. If a child is repeatedly found guilty in juvenile court, their caretaker could face up to 90 days in prison and or a fine of up to $2,000. The ordinance takes effect immediately. I mean, you do give them a little bit of a grace period there, because you say that if a child is repeatedly found guilty, yet despite the fact that we seem to be getting back to, a reasonable idea of parental responsibility, parents are outraged about this, saying, why are you holding us accountable for what our kids are doing?
Well, that's their job, is to look out for their children. John, when my children were growing up, I did not have an app to tell me where they were. But I'll tell you, I knew where they were, I knew who they were with, and I knew what they were doing. There is no excuse today not to know where your child is. Again, we're talking about juveniles. They carry their phones with them. They don't even let them down. They're always with their phones. So there's really no reason, because most juveniles have a phone and you can use the app. But this also includes due process. Right? So there is a warning in the first instance. If a child is loitering or a child does some type of vandalism, the parent will get a warning and will have to sign that they are aware of the ordinance now. And then there's due process after that. If there's a second occurrence, the judicial system steps in, right? And every situation is different. And so the judge will make a determination as to what that penalty is.
Well, Mayor, there are some who say this is the snake eating its tail. The New York Post published Nicole Stauffer from the New Jersey Project on this law, saying a 90-day jail sentence is extreme for parents who maybe have other kids. Maybe they have a problem kid. Now this person can't pay their bills and their mortgage or take care of their children. It's kind of like a snake eating its tail. Nothing is going to get fixed. What is your reaction to that?
Well, as I mentioned, there is due process here. It's not an automatic 90-day sentence. Every situation is going to have different facts. The judge, our judicial system, will evaluate those facts and, adjudicate punishment accordingly. It doesn't necessarily mean that the parent is going to get 90 days in jail. But what we have to do is bring attention to this juvenile crisis that we have in the United States. And I think the way we do that is we need to give warning to parents that you better know where your child is so that they're not coming to towns like Gloucester Township and causing havoc and disturbance. I don't think there's anything wrong with, certainly this ordinance.
All right. Well, we'll see if it does have an effect. Mr. Mayor, thank you for joining us. We'll keep an eye on this.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.